So this is our dissolved oxygen. So we're going to compare it to our chart here. So it looks to me like it's between 4 and 0.
40 hours.
Which is good, right? Because that means we have that fish and other organisms that can breathe in our water.
Yep, we've still got dissolved oxygen in there, even though that number doesn't look very high, because again, we are at the edge of the water. And at the edge of the water, you know, it's moving a little bit, but not quite as much as it could be if there's more wind and things like that. Plus you've got creatures like this gull right here who might be doing things in the water. So.
Oh, catching fish.
Oh, that is a good. He caught a worm. Oh, nice. Yay! He's gonna eat it. Awesome. Yummy. Yummy, yummy. In our tummy. Everybody hungry now?
No. Okay. All right, friends. So this is the one where we've been waiting for. This is the one that we really want to know about. We want to know the coliform bacteria, which is poop. We want to know how much poop is in our water. And remember, this is poop from animals and poop from, you know, fish poop and all kinds of poop, okay? So we're gonna fill the tube to the 10 milliliter line, which is right here where this black line is. And then we're gonna replace the cap, and we're gonna stand it upright in the tube, and we're gonna incubate it, which means we're gonna let it sit in upright at room temperature for 48 hours, and we're gonna store it out of direct sunlight. So we can't store it in this because we have sun right here. So I'm just gonna probably put it in my purse, and I'll carry it, and we'll be doing great. And then in 48 hours, we're gonna compare the colors. Now, if it's red, then that means there's not a lot of poop. And if it's, I guess you call this a yellow-orange, then it means that there's gonna be a lot of poop. So you all come back on here in 48 hours, and I'll show it to you, and we'll figure it out. Do we have poop or no poop? All right, here we go.
Yucca plant. Some cactuses in bloom. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's what that's called. Very important native people in this area. And the stalk in the spring. Oh, wow. Very cool. Oh, I heard a frog jump. Can we catch one?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so we're going to get some aquatic invertebrate samples right now. So basically what that means is we're going to be catching some water bugs and evaluating the quality of the water. So what I'm going to do first is get a little bit of water in my tub here. Okay, and we'll set it right here. We like a nice light colored tub because that's easier, it makes it easier to see the creatures that we catch. Now we have a big net and we have small nets, and you can use either one. The creatures that live in here that we want to catch are most likely going to be in the plant material. They don't want to be out in the sun where it's super hot or where they can be caught by a predator. They want to be in the plants where they have some shelter and they can find some food. So if you can see the plants here, you can take the big net or small net, and I'll just show as an example here, and then your teachers get to do it. So I'm going to take my net, kind of swipe it through these plants here, and try not to get mud or dirt in here. Let the water kind of flow out, and then look in here and see what you can see kind of moving around. And we can see quite a few things. Oh, yeah. We can see a big diving beetle in there. We can see a big snail.
Oh,
can you see that
crawling
okay?
up right here.
Yeah. And so what I usually will do is dump that into the water. Try not to get too many. Oh, you know what this is? This is a dragonfly nymph. That is a baby dragonfly.
Oh, cool.
That one's a diving beetle. That is a huge diving beetle.
Wow.
One of the things that we can do, if we're not sure what we have, is we have a biotic index. And what this is going to show us is not only the creatures that we might have in the water, but it's also going to show us what the water quality is based on the creatures that we're finding. So if you look in this top category here, it says that these organisms are pollution sensitive and you can find them in excellent water quality. So if you have a mayfly nymph or a gilled snail in the water, you've got excellent water quality. In this middle section, these are creatures that are somewhat pollution tolerant. So if you have them, the water's pretty good. Down here, these guys are very pollution tolerant. So if all you have are midge larvae and leeches and mosquito larvae, usually that's an indicator that you've got some pretty poor water quality. If you have all of them, and if you have at least one of these two, it doesn't matter if you have the rest, it's good water quality, because these two, remember, can't live in dirty water. When we say dirty, we're not talking about dirt. Dirt belongs in water for the most part. We're talking about things like motor oil, like trash, like dog poop. That's all stuff that we call non-point source pollution, and that is what can really affect your water quality. So, I'm going to rinse this net out here, and then we are going to let your teachers have a bunch of fun. And any luck?
I saw.
Oh yeah, you get this stuff.
What'd you find, Miss
Sample back to the
Wilhelm?
nature center with me. We don't have a dragonfly nymph.
Okay, let's try again.
Jacqueline, do you want to use the bigger net?
Yeah, let's use the bigger net.
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it. Go for it, Miss Signs.
Awesome.
How long do you left it from?
Ooh, good question. I don't know. I'll look that up when we get back to the nature center. Don't let me.
Oh, let me
Looks like
see.
a spider. It's not one. It's a baby dragonfly.
Awesome. It's a baby dragonfly, friends. We love dragonflies. You know what, friends? Dragonflies eat mosquitoes.
Yes, they do.
And we like that.
We love them for that.
Yes.
Oh, what's that one? Is that a snail?
Ooh, that is a big snail.
Ooh.
So again, the gilled snails are great to have because that means you've got excellent water quality.
Yay.
Sorry. So my friends, this is where all these creatures like to live, in this plants, in this muck. Do you think you'd want to live there? I am pretty sure I would not. However, this is really good habitat for these critters, for sure.
Thank you, Joy.
Yeah. Miranda, do you want to catch?
Yeah,
Here, I'll
sure.
take over.
Let me rinse this out. Miss Buren's
Are
going to
you
catch
still
now.
recording? It's still up. Yeah.
What's a cattail tooth? Are they? They are actually incredible at cleaning polluted water.
Really?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I mean, so you don't want to like dump motor oil in there or anything,
Right.
but they filter. I mean, they act as natural filters, so they'll filter pollution out of the water. They also help to render the soil really spongy, which is why having a wetland is really good, because wetlands absorb excess flood water. So having this, especially right next to the reservoir, so this runoff doesn't go into the lake, is really, really good. What you got?
Can I get in there?
Ooh, yeah. Got some stuff moving. Let me push this up so that, can you see it?
Yeah.
Move creatures in there. We got a water boatman, a snail, another snail. Man, this pond is growing some big snails. That is fantastic. Oh my gosh, look at the size of this.
Oh my
What is
gosh,
it?
it's a
It's a big snail. Oh,
Ah.
they're huge.
What about this thing right there? What is it? Just
This looks like it's part of a plant, part of a
Okay.
cattail possibly. Ooh, this
that?
looks like a string of eggs. Yeah, for sure. Anybody want to go again?
doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where's the eggs?
I don't know. They're gonna look like a long, slimy, clear.
Like right over here.
That could be it.
Maybe we can send like.
Look at that snail's neck all sticking out.
And try to.
Okay, everyone. So we got a chance to be out here at Aurora Reservoir, see our drinking water storage. We got to go down to the water and do some water quality tests. And I think overall we found that the water is pretty clean. Tomorrow, you'll get to see whether or not it actually has that coliform bacteria, that bacteria from poop in there. So then we went and did some aquatic invertebrate sampling. So we checked out what kinds of little bugs are in the water and what they mean for water quality. Overall, what we found is that out here at Aurora Reservoir, the water is really clean, which is good because it's our drinking water storage. There are a lot of ways that we can continue to help it to stay clean. When we do things like put trash in the right place, when we pick up after our pets, when we use enough fertilizer and pesticides so it's not getting into the water system, when we do things like that, it helps keep our water clean, both here at Aurora Reservoir and in your backyard. So remember next time you're outside, and maybe you see a piece of trash, remember to pick that trash up, throw it where it belongs so it doesn't get into our water. Because when we have good clean water like this, we can make sure that you guys have water for when you grow up, when you have your families, and for many, many years to come here in Aurora. So thanks for joining us on this journey today. Everybody say bye to your teachers.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.